Holy City Center Radio. This is episode 360, and I am your host, Christian Sanger. Today is Wednesday, April 9th, 2025. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. Thank you so much for returning. I really appreciate it. We've got a great episode for you today. It's an interview with Marcus Hammond. He is the founder of the Black Food Truck Festival. It is being held this year, April 25th to the 27th at the Exchange Park Fairgrounds in Ladson. You're going to learn all about the event, its background, what to expect this year, and so much more. It was a great chat, and I think you guys will like it as well. You can learn more about the event online. There's links in the show notes. You can click on over, pick up some tickets, see the schedule, etc. It's a great event that's been happening here for a few years now, and it'd be great if you all went out and supported it. Aside from that, just a quick moment. I'm happy that this is the first podcast I've recorded since the Women's National Championship in college basketball. Obviously excited. UConn Huskies, my alma mater, they defeated the South Carolina Gamecocks. Sorry to all you South Carolina fans. You had it last year. It's our turn this year. The great Paige Beckers and company brought home the school's 12th title. So I'm a proud alum today, as I always am, of course. And it was a lot of fun seeing the game on Sunday. I'd already recorded Monday's episode by the time the game started, so that's why I'm mentioning it now. But a very happy moment that I am certainly enjoying as I record this episode. But putting bragging about my school aside, which I annoy everyone in my life with, like I said, we have a great episode today, and I'm not going to delay it any further than I have already. So here it is, the interview. And joining me now, as promised, is Marcus Hammond. He is the founder of Black Food Truck Festival. That is coming up April 25th to the 27th. We'll dive all into that event. Marcus, thanks so much for joining me today.
Man, thank you guys for having me.
Of course, happy to. I'm familiar with the event, but excited to learn even more, not just about, how it started and everything, but also, what folks can look forward to here in just a few weeks. But before we get into the event itself, just so listeners can get an idea of who you are, just any kind of background about yourself. You can go as far back as you want, or just let us know who you are, just so people have a little bit better understanding.
Well, as you said, my name is Marcus Hammond. I was born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee. I have been living in Charleston for about 21 years at this point.
Nice.
I was able to attend the College of Charleston via a basketball scholarship. And I fell in love with the city. I saw palm trees. I had the best food in the world. And I literally just fell in love with the city. And that was back in 2004. So I graduated in 2009, spent a year in Memphis after I graduated. And since then, I've been sort of a serial entrepreneur before I got into banking. I've always done events. I've done events every year. That's been a part of my serial entrepreneurship. And it's a love that I've had since a child. And so, blessed to come up with this idea and this concept and for it to flourish.
Yeah, that's really great. Hearing about your love for Charleston and what brought you here. There's so many of us that have a very similar story and fall in love with the city and stay here. And now, not only are you here, you're putting on events, like you said, and making it a fun place for others as well. So let's talk about the event, the Black Food Truck Festival. What is this? Is this the third year now?
This is actually, we started in the fall of November 21. So this is like year 4.5, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And how did it come to be? How did you, come up with this concept, and, how did you get the ball rolling and actually creating the event?
Well, I've been doing events, like I said, in Charleston for the last, 12 to 15 years. And I was looking for something that was multi-generational, that could really infuse food, music, culture, all of it together in one. And so I always tell this story. I was at a festival one year, and it was well ran. It was a nice festival, but it was missing something. And the thing that it was missing was culture. And so we really wanted to really tap into celebrating Black culture and all the different herbs and spices and food and music and artisan and just the whole vibe of community and family. within Black culture, and we want to really represent that and do something well to represent it. And so I came up with the concept of the Black Food Truck Festival as a way for us to do that. And it has gotten rave reviews and responses.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about it. Looking forward to this year's event. And, so you get this started in 2021. Was it, obviously putting together events is always a big undertaking. But was this similar to other events you've done, or were there different obstacles or things that you hadn't run into with other events with this type of, big festival with all these different trucks coming in and everything?
Oh, this is nothing like I've ever done before. I really jumped off the roof and built a parachute on the way down. I mean, I really did because this is unlike anything I've ever done before. And it's been a blessing that the community and the region and basically the country, with all of the love we're getting, we go viral a couple times a year. It's really been a blessing, the responses that we've gotten, some of the challenges that we've had. I mean, because there's so many different moving pieces. Aside just from the investment that it takes to put on this kind of scale of event, there's a lot of moving pieces, and everybody kind of has to work well together to make it happen and make it what it is.
And how did that first year go? Was it what you expected more than, did everything go as smoothly as you hoped? And, how has it since grown since that first year?
Everything that first year went extremely well. I did not expect to blow my budget out of the water like I did the first year. Um, but when you're doing something and you really want quality to stand out, you have to invest in it. And so we took our time and we invested in it. And the first year, I did not expect for it to go as well as it did that first year. I expected, a couple thousand people to come out and enjoy it. What I didn't expect was so many people from out of town to be able to come in
Mm.
and enjoy the event, which is a testament to the community and a testament to people really seeing it and wanting to dive into these type of events.
And you've held events at different spaces through the year. This year at the Exchange Park Fairgrounds. Is that just because you're trying out different things, or is it about the growth? Having more people wanting to attend, whether as someone who's serving food or someone who just wants to be at the event.
Definitely for the growth. At the first year we had, it was at the pavilion of the soccer stadium over in Mount Pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
So we had it in the pavilion. That shows you, the kind of scale we were thinking
Mm-hmm.
back in 2021. It was on the
Yeah.
heels of the it was on the heels of the pandemic, and we probably had 4 or 5 thousand people in and out of that pavilion over a 2 day span. And we had about 8 food trucks and about 15 or 16 vendors. With the response that we had and so many people coming out that weekend, we had to move it to the fairgrounds. Originally, we were going to try to do it at the Cane Bay YMCA, but
Mm-hmm.
I was doing some research and I found out that there were some issues in another city with a 2 lane highway, and so many people got on that 2 lane highway, going out to Cane Bay YMCA, and it would have been a catastrophe. So luckily, we were able to reach out to the fairgrounds, and it was just the perfect setup. Everything worked in unison together. They already have a lot of things built in that we can kind of take advantage of, and with the
Mm.
amount of people that we bring in, because we went from that 4 or 5 thousand people over 2 days in November 2021 to immediately we had almost 15,000 people 4 or 5 months later at the fairgrounds. And so we went there. We looked at different parks and the relationship that we had with the fairgrounds. It was just easy and it worked out. And so we've stayed there since then.
Very nice. And what can people expect this year? Obviously, there's going to be food trucks, but like what types of different cuisines are people likely to find? But also, it's not just food. There's a lot of things going on in multiple types of events. Correct?
Absolutely, absolutely. To kind of pick way back off of what I was just saying, we also have events throughout the weekend. So that Friday night, we have an opening party at the International African American Museum. It's a semi-formal soiree, all inclusive with your ticket price. We'll have a live band and we'll have a DJ in there. That Saturday night, we're having a trapioke party, which is a karaoke infused event at the Music Farm. And Sunday night, we'll have an Afro Beats party at Union Station. Now, what people can expect if they come out to the festival on Saturday and Sunday, we have almost 50 food vendors. So there'll be food everywhere, everything from seafood to your Gullah Geechee cuisines. We have African food, we have vegan food, we have Slutty Vegan coming back, of course. Also, within the festival, we also have day parties. So at three different tents, you'll be able to walk into those events with your ticket purchase, and there will be a DJ, there will be a bar, and you'll also be able to go to those different areas throughout the park, be able to listen to some live DJs doing that thing. And we have two different stages. We have a dance performance on one stage from some local nonprofits, and then on our main stage, we have live music all day, each day. So there's once you enter the park, right now tickets are on sale for $20 on Saturday. Sunday is our local day. Sunday is $15. Once you enter the park, you have access to all of those things, which makes this festival what it is.
Wow, yeah, that's a lot. That's a bang for your buck right there. You get to
Yep.
see all this, all these different types of entertainment, and obviously, of course, the food as well. So that's, certainly something I'm sure a lot of people have enjoyed in the past. As you said, it's been successful. You've gotten good reviews, and also you mentioned Slutty Vegan, which is this chain, well, not a chain, a restaurant or food truck out of Atlanta. So it's not just, people sometimes think, oh, it's a Charleston event. It must just be Charleston, specific trucks. But you're pulling people from all sorts of different areas.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, listen, last year we sold almost 13,000 tickets.
Wow.
Um, Out of those 13,000, 83% are from outside of 294 area codes, outside of the Tri-County area.
Wow.
70% of those 13,000 tickets are outside of the state. Um, and so we love the fact that we're aligning with our mission and bringing people into Charleston to experience Charleston, especially experience Black culture in Charleston.
Mm.
But where we also see an opportunity is an opportunity to get more people who are local to come out and enjoy the event. Come out on that Saturday or that Sunday. Sunday's easier for the locals. We love to have everybody out. But it's really, really an opportunity to bring people from inside the community out to the festival because, like I said, we go viral a couple times a year and we sell out of all our hotels, and people from all over the country come out to visit this event.
It's incredible, that it's had that much of an effect on, bringing more people in like that. I wouldn't have assumed that big a percentage were people outside of those area, the zip code you mentioned. So that's pretty incredible in and of itself. And, you also mentioned a couple times, like obviously, this event is about Black culture, food, whatever else that, goes along with that. And so I'm sure there's some people who might see that as like, oh, that's off limits to me because I'm not Black. But that's not the case at all. Obviously, this is an event open to all for everyone to experience.
Hey, Christian, you're one of the few that's jumped out there and asked that question. I'm glad you asked. This is, like I said in the beginning, this is an event that is a celebration of culture. It's a celebration of food. It's a chance for you to learn and engage in our culture. It's just not Black food trucks that are out there, but mostly it is. And so we want people to come out and celebrate with us. If they decide not to, that's okay. But this is a celebration of food, music, and culture. And so we welcome everybody who wants to come out and have a great time and enjoy some good food. And what we've enjoyed over the last few years is that people have done that. Not just Black people, not just Black and brown folks, but everybody from the community is growing and growing and growing to be able to come out and enjoy the Black Food Truck Festival.
Yeah, that's great. And yeah, the reason it's top of my mind is, as I'm sure you are well aware, since this is your event, I'm sure you see some snarky comments and things online. Just like every time I've shared the event, I'll see there's always someone that makes some kind of comment. And that's why I wanted to ask, because no, this isn't meant to be, exclusive to only a certain segment of the population. It's open to everybody, not just Charleston as well, but, beyond. Everyone's welcome in it. Seems like it's such a fun and popular event, and I just wanted to, make sure you had a chance to speak to that because I know that's based on what I've seen from your event over the last few years. That's your goal, is to celebrate with everybody and have a great
Yes.
weekend with anybody who wants to be part of it.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you asked. A lot of people shy away from the question, or on a lot of news stations, they don't really say it. They don't really ask. But we welcome the conversation because this is a celebration of culture. We don't bring out a lot of like insurance or salespeople or people just coming out handing you pamphlets, because we want this to come out and be a time where you can just kind of chill, rest, relax, enjoy, celebrate, and just kind of step away from your everyday monotonous schedule and have a good time, celebrate the culture, enjoy the music. Have you been yet, Christian?
No, not yet. I want to go this year though, for sure.
I'll get you set up with some tickets. I would love to have you out.
I
Now
appreciate it.
that's one thing I did not expect when I first started this, and that is when I started running ads on social media. Like you said, if you share the event, you get a lot of people in the comments saying some
Yep.
crazy things like that you just wouldn't even. You know, it's the same jokes every single time. Where does it mean that the food trucks are black, or can I go? And
Right.
it's just like all this craziness. And a lot of times, those people who come in, you have to realize that more than half of people come in on Facebook now are bots, or half of the comments are bots
Sure.
now.
True.
And then you have to realize that those people making those comments are not the people that we want at the event anyway. So we want people that's going to come out and have a good time and really enjoy themselves and have a drink or a cocktail or get some good food, hear some good music. It's a multi-generational event. We have a full kids zone where the kids just go out and just do their thing and have a blast. So that's kind of where we're at with it. Like we've
Awesome.
learned to just adapt to some of the crazy stuff that you see
Oh
on
yeah.
social media.
I can only imagine what I've seen on my end. I'm sure it's been even crazier on
Yeah,
yours.
man, it's crazy.
But I am glad that you just mentioned there's a kids area too, because I don't think we had highlighted that this is very much a family friendly event. The festival itself, anyway. The late night parties are going to be for the adults, but
Right,
yeah,
right.
the festival itself is family friendly, and it's not just family friendly. Like, hey, bring your kids. There's actually things for them to do and have fun as well.
Absolutely. We have a full inflatable zone for the kids. We have face painting. We got, Velcro soccer. We do all of these things because we want it to be safe and we want it to be family friendly, and we have tons of security, and we make sure that it's a place where you can. That's why it's 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. We want people to come out and really, really have a good time. And we want people to we want the younger kids to come out and see entrepreneurs and be able to meet some of the local people in the community that they can engage with, meet with, network. There's so many different aspects to the Black Food Truck Festival that I didn't expect when I started it that I'm really proud of.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. Like I said, just by the name, you assume, oh, food truck festival, sure, but there's so much more to it for people to experience and enjoy. Is there anything that I haven't asked, or just hasn't come up for whatever reason that you wanted to say about the event, or anything that you feel is important that I just haven't asked you about?
No, man, I think we covered some really good stuff in a short time. Tickets are on sale right now. They're $20. Saturday and Sunday, there's free parking. We do have VIP tickets on sale. VIP tickets include complimentary drinks all day at the festival, and you get complimentary bites. Um, they also include being able to get to the festival at 11 a.m., which is an hour before everyone else. Would love to tell everybody, if you're coming to the Black Food Truck Festival, come early.
Mm,
Every year we have people standing in line at 10:30, 11 a.m. waiting to get inside the festival, waiting to visit their favorite food trucks. So if you get there, make sure you get there early. And Sunday is a lighter day. It's much easier to get your favorite foods on Sunday than it is Saturday. Still the same vibes, still the same great entertainment, the same food trucks. But Sunday is really a day for people in Charles to really go out and attend the festival, because it's much easier to stand in those lines and get your food on Sunday. But
good,
other than
good to
that,
know.
we would love everyone to come out. Visit the website, blackfoodtruckfestival.com. All of our social media, you can type in Black Food Truck Festival. We kind of own the SEO. That's something that we're proud of. So if you type it in,
Yeah,
we'll
it's
pop
big.
up first. Yeah. It's our handle on Instagram. It's our handle on Facebook. And if you type in blackfoodtruckfestival.com, it's us. Visit that website. You'll find out everything you need to know.
Perfect. And I'll put a link in the show notes to the website and the socials and things as well. So make it nice and easy for everyone listening to click on over, learn more, get tickets, and definitely get those tickets. It sounds like it's going to be a super fun event and it's coming up soon. Marcus, thanks so much for telling me a little bit about yourself, but also the event. And I'm looking forward to this year's festival. It should be a blast.
I appreciate it, Christian. Make sure you email me when we log off so I can get you those tickets.
All right, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. And that'll do it for this edition of Holy City Center Radio. Thank you so much to Marcus Hammond for coming on the show and chatting with me. It was great, and I hope you all enjoyed it as well. Thank you to Lindsay Marie Collins with LMC Soundsystem for producing this in every episode of Holy City Center Radio. And a big thank you to Tyler Boone, whose music you hear in each and every show. I'll get you caught up on everything in the news since we've had a couple interview episodes in a row. So come Friday, we'll get you all caught up on what's been going on. I hope you have a great week. Until then, good night and good luck.